Hi Capricorn, welcome to your weekly horoscopes. So the way I do these readings is I draw three cards for the whole week. The first one being the main opportunity, the second the main challenge, and the third the advice. I also draw a fourth card, which is a Zen message, more spiritual about consciousness, awareness message that may bind together all the more daily basis situations you might be feeling this week. So, Capricorn, as a main opportunity, you have the King of Cups. So, as a main opportunity, you are being given the chance to allow yourself to connect with your feelings, to connect with your kindness, your inner kindness, your inner state of allowing emotions to guide you in a much more uh, profound way that maybe you are used to, because earth signs don't tend to be really emotional expressive, and this is a water energy. So you might the best thing for you to deal with this week is to your sense of being in touch with your emotions, allowing them to express your emotions, your needs, and to be also in a more receptive state of being, because the challenge is the three of wands. So maybe you are just anxious and maybe too much focused or obsessed with a project or a work situation where you just want things to launch and to happen, and you are too impatient, and you're not realizing that sometimes we need just to allow things to flow, some things that are not in our control, and to be okay with it, because we are in a space where we know how this dance of being passive and active, receptive, and more forth bringing is how this dance works between the feminine and the masculine energies. So don't be too obsessed in having results uh, proven and showing up this week, because the more obsessed and impatient you get with it, the less results are going to come our way, because we attract what we bring outside. So if you allow yourself to be in a state of more patience and allowance, that result you are hoping to bring into your life, it's going to happen in a much more uh, quick and also beneficial way, because you are learning how to cope with this dance that I was speaking. And also because the advice is a strong advice, and it's the Emperor. So the Emperor is about knowing uh, how to do things, being very oriented in achievements, and knowing what it needs to be done and how to get it, and be really successful in what you put your mind into. Which also, even though the Emperor is associated with the sign of Aries, I think the Emperor also shares a lot of qualities with Capricorn, with yourself. So when you put your mind and your focus on something, especially concerned with work, you don't give up until you get it. You are very business oriented, and you know your nature is wired in a way of just knowing how to do things and how to achieve and materialize um, things you want to accomplish. So as an advice, it's about knowing that you hold the domain of your life, you hold the power of your life, but not being too, because the Emperor sometimes again can be too close or too attached to material situations and material gains, and not realizing that again, sometimes we need to tap more into our allowing state, our emotional state, and being guided by that. So the advice is to, again, find the balance between your qualities of authority, of being really aware of things that are in your domain and the things that are not, and the things that you have to be patient and allowing, because again, the emperor is a number 4, and he can be really stuck in his ways, and he can really be really fixed in his ideas and not really receptive to the outer different ways of other situations um, going on in a different way that he's used to handle them. So it's about not being too obsessive, too impatient, too fixed. It's about that dance that I was talking about between your innate qualities of perseverance and patience. So this project that you are hoping to achieve, this thing that you are hoping to get, it's coming in a much more, again, healthy way into your life. The Zen message is resurrection. So again, maybe you are coming into a state of um, allowing a new way of handling things, a new way of dealing with situations, a new way of expressing and allowing life to to be in tune what you where the sun lies for you. So the resurrection card is about, again, at the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. And I think that with these other cards, it talks really about you changing some patterns of behavior. Maybe you're too stiff or too stuck in your ways. And the King of Cups talks about being kind and being patient and holding. Again, it's also about holding power, but it's not a power focused on material. It's a power focused on emotional, and that dance, the need of balance and transcendence of just one way of doing things that may sometimes be detrimental to your own hopes and goals and ambitions. So this week you have been given the opportunity to resurrect, to change some part of your life that is expressing itself in a detrimental and not so beneficial way, to um, for you to be patient and calm and free flowing with the events of life. So I wish you a great week. Thank you for listening. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and we'll see each other in the next video.